Good morning everyone. In this class, we are going to start a new chapter, that is electricity and magnetism. Okay, so today's topic is, some topics are there which I have already mentioned here. The first topic is magnet. What is magnet? In class 6, you have already discussed this entire chapter, magnetism, but here also there are some more applications of this entire thing has been given here. Okay, so the first thing is, that is magnetism. What is magnetism and what is magnet? So all the substances or material which attract majorly three substances: iron, nickel and cobalt, and their alloys, as well as magnet also are known as magnet. Three name I have taken: iron, nickel and cobalt, and commonly these all the substances are known as ferromagnetic substances. Okay, so what is ferromagnetic substances? All the substances or any substances which is made of either iron, nickel or cobalt are known as ferromagnetic substances. And what is magnet? Magnet is a substance or a material which attract all the substances which is made of iron, nickel and cobalt. Also it will attract any other magnet. Like, as you can see, it is a bar magnet, and if I will take this bar magnet near a substance which is made of an iron, this cutter is basically made of an iron. If I will take near it, so what will happen? It will try to attract by this substance. So magnet is a substance which attract ferromagnetic substances as well as magnet itself. Now the second thing is magnetism. What is magnetism? The property of the magnet to attract ferromagnetic substances as well as magnet also is known as magnetism. So what is magnetism? The property of the magnet to attract another ferromagnetic substance. Ferromagnetic substance, we will say iron, nickel and cobalt. Any kind of substance which is made of either iron, nickel or cobalt are known as ferromagnetic substances. And the property of any magnet to attract all these substances are known as magnetism. Okay, now the next thing is how we are going to divide the magnets. So basically magnet has been classified in two different parts. The first one is the natural magnet, second one is the artificial magnet. What is natural magnet? The naturally occurring magnet which is present in the nature itself is known as the natural magnet. Lodestone is the only naturally occurring magnet. Second one is the artificial magnet. All the magnet which has been made by human beings are known as the artificial magnet. Further, artificial magnet has been classified on the basis of their different size and shape. As you can see, different size and shape I have already made here. So if a kind of magnet which is made in the bar shape is known as bar magnet. All the magnet which has been made in a U-shaped structure is known as U-shaped magnet. All the magnet which is made in a cylindrical structure is known as the cylindrical magnet, and all the magnet which has been made in a ring structure is known as a ring magnet. So now here also we have discussed some different types of magnet. Bar magnet, a magnet which is in a bar shape. U-shaped magnet, the magnet which is in a U-shape. Cylindrical magnet and a ring magnet. If you try to see it very clearly, what you are going to notice in all the magnet I have represented some points N, S, N, S, N, S, N and S. So what these are things are? Basically N and S are representing their North Pole and South Pole. So what is North Pole? What is South Pole? See, if you try to see any kind of magnet, so there are two ends. If you try to take any kind of magnet and just try to keep this magnet in some small iron filling, so what you will observe, that the maximum iron fillings are attracting near the ends. Okay, again one more time repeating. If you take some iron fillings and just try to keep this magnet in the iron fillings, so what will happen? Maximum amount of iron fillings are attracting near the poles. What is happening? Because the strength of the magnet is maximum at their poles, and the two ends of magnet where the strength is maximum is known as magnetic pole, and every magnet is having two magnetic pole, North Pole and South Pole. Okay, so what is North Pole, what is South Pole? It is clear to everyone. What is North Pole and South Pole? All the magnets are having two poles or two ends where their strength is maximum, and these are known as magnetic poles, and the portion and out of them one is representing the north pole and another is representing the south pole. Okay, but the question has been coming in our brain that why this is happening, that how we can say that which is the north pole and which is the south pole. Again, a very simple process, as you can discuss or as you have already discussed in the previous class, class 6. If you are having any bar magnet, if you try to suspend this bar magnet with the help of thread freely, so what will happen? After some time it will do some rotation, some movement it will do, and it will come to rest in a particular direction. And as you can notice, the portion of the magnet which will stop towards the north side is known as the north pole, and the portion of the magnet which will stop towards the south side is known as the south pole of the magnet. Just now I have said that a freely suspended bar magnet will point towards the north and south direction. The north seeking side is known as the north pole and the south seeking side is known as the south pole. Now, but the question is why? The answer is here. I have represented here the earth, and as you are already aware that earth is not exactly straight, it is tilted at the angle of 23.5 degree. Okay, and if I am asking that which axis is this? This is the geographical axis which is going from the center of the earth and dividing the earth into two equal parts. Okay, and which pole is representing? The region at this side is representing the geographical north pole, and the region towards this side is representing the geographical south pole. And the magnet which is present in the earth, as we are already assuming, or we are assuming that earth is also having a huge magnet is present. We are assuming that earth is also having a huge magnet which is inside from the earth, and their polarity is completely in opposite in nature. Now see, towards the geographical north side, this magnetic south pole is present, and towards the geographical south side, magnetic north pole is present. Just now I have said magnet is having the two ends where the strength is maximum. So one end is known as the magnetic north pole, other end is known as the magnetic south pole. Now see, this is the magnet which is present in the earth. Now with the help of this gesture I am just going to show you that why this north side is known as the north pole and south side is known as the south pole. Now you will simply before starting this one, I think some basic laws of magnetism is known by everyone. That is the attraction and repulsion law. And what is this law? That every like poles are having the force of repulsion. Means if I am having two bar magnet, north and south, again south and north. So what will happen? In this condition, they are both like poles or similar poles are coming together. So which kind of force is acting between them? The force of repulsion. Okay, but if I am having another magnet like north and south, again north and south, so what will happen? See, this is the south pole, this is the north pole. So what now? Just now I have said that two like poles are having force of repulsion and two unlike poles are having force of attraction. Now come to here, this point. See, in this gesture I have represented this north and south. So this N is representing the north pole. Suppose this gesture is a bar magnet. So this is the north pole and this is the south pole of the magnet. Okay. Now if I try to place this magnet here, now tell me, condition number 1 is a kind of state where this side is representing the north pole, this side is representing the south pole. See, in the first condition I have placed this bar magnet like this. Just take and think some time and tell me this condition is correct, and in the second condition I am just trying to rotate it like this. In the second condition, what is there? Towards the geographical north side, south pole is there. Towards the geographical south side, magnetic north pole is there. In the second condition, what I have placed? This is the south and this is the north. So condition number 1 and condition number 2. Now see, in the first condition where I have placed like this, means towards the north, magnetic north side, whenever I have placed the north pole, this is correct. Or in the second condition where I have placed magnetic north side or magnetic south side, I have represented towards the geographical north side. So how you can identify? With the help of this bar magnet which is present in the earth. As you can see, in the first condition I have placed it like this. So if I have placed it like this, so this is correct. Tell me, is that correct? Yes, it is definitely correct. Why? Because this is the south pole and this is the north pole. So what will happen? They both are having the force of attraction. So if I will suspend it any bar magnet freely, so it will come to rest in this direction, because this south is attracted by the north pole of the earth magnet and the north pole is attracted by the south pole of the earth bar magnet. Okay? But if I have represented like this, so what will happen in the second condition? See, south side is representing towards the south pole and north side is representing towards the north pole. So it is correct? No, it is not correct. Why? Because they both are having the like poles, and as I have already informed you that all the like poles are having the force of repulsion. So what will happen? They both will repel it and it will come to rest like this. So as I have placed it exactly at this condition, so now just try to see the polarities. So this is the north pole. So this north pole is coming towards the geographical north pole of the earth side, and the south pole of the man is representing towards the geographical south pole of the earth. And this is the basic reason that why a freely suspended bar magnet will come towards the north and south direction. Many are confused in the direction that north side which is stopping toward this is the south pole and which is stopping toward the south side this is the north pole. This is completely incorrect. Always remember that the portion of the magnet which will stop towards the north side is known as the north pole, and the portion of the magnet which will stop towards the south side is known as the south pole. Okay, why? The answer is here. Okay, and one line which is passing through the earth, and this line is known as the magnetic axis. One line is there which is passing from the both the end of the magnet or both the poles of magnet, and this axis is known as the magnetic axis. And if you try to see the angle between this geographical axis and the magnetic axis, and that angle is 11 degree. Okay, these all things has been already given in the previous classes, but just for your convenience I have again one more time I have informed this you also. Okay, so till this time what topics we had discussed? We had discussed about what is magnet, what is magnetism, and some different properties, like the first property, that is dipole property of the bar magnet. Okay, now coming to the next point. Next point is the magnetic and non-magnetic material. What is magnetic material? All the material which are attracted towards the magnet. All the material which are attracted towards the magnet are known as the magnetic material. And which are the material are attracted towards the magnet? Just now I have found only three substances and their alloy, that is iron, nickel, cobalt, and their alloys are attracted towards the magnet. So all the substances which are attracted towards the magnet are known as magnetic substance. Like if I am having a magnet and if I will take near it, so what will happen? This is attracted by this substance. So this plier is also an example of magnetic substance. But if I take this magnet and if I will attract near it, so what will happen? It will not attract because it is a non-magnetic substance. So what is non-magnetic substance? All the substances which are not attracted by magnet are known as non-magnetic substances. Achha, just now I have said that with the help of one way we can easily identify the north and south pole. Is there any other way to identify? Just think. Yes, the very basic way, and that is with the help of a magnetic compass. So here I am having a magnetic compass. What is the rule and what is the usage? Magnetic compass is a kind of instrument which has been used to find out the direction. You have to do nothing. You have to simply try to place the magnetic compass at a plane surface, and if you try to see very clearly, so every magnetic compass are having some directions are mentioned, and the red color is representing the north pole. And if you will try to keep it on the plane surface, so what will happen? After some time, the red symbol where it is coming to stop is known as the north side, and the other side is representing the south side. And if you are knowing the north and south, and you can easily identify the east and west. Okay, suppose if I am having a bar magnet and I have to identify that which is the north pole and which is the south pole. How I can identify? Either I can suspend it freely, Okay, and the second way is with the help of this compass. Okay, as you can see, if I try to take this portion, so what will happen? Which portion is coming? Just now I have said the red color. See, in this entire panel there is a small needle. Okay, and this small needle also a light teeny shape magnet has been placed, and in the dielectric property I have informed you that a freely suspended bar magnet is always coming to rest in the north and south direction. Okay, so what will happen if I try to take it at this position? So what will happen? The other side has been coming. So which side has been coming near it? See, if I try to rotate this side also, so along with this needle is also rotating. So this time which pole has been coming, or which side has been coming? South pole. It means this side is representing the north pole of the bar magnet. Okay, very easiest way to identify, just try to take a compass and a magnet, try to take near it. So what will happen? You can easily observe in this condition that the south pole has been coming near the magnet. So what will happen? This is the north pole, and if you try to rotate this one, so what will happen? What will happen? As you can see, the red color pattern has been coming, or the red color line has been coming, which is representing the north pole. So this time the north pole has been coming near this end. So it means this is the south pole. Why? Because the unlike poles are having force of attraction. If I am taking near it, so if it is a north pole, so this is the south pole, and if this is a south pole, it means this is the north pole. Or any other way, if you try to take any kind of laboratory magnet which has been present in any laboratory, in all the magnet some kind of direction has been mentioned. In all the magnet some direction has been mentioned. Maximum time this direction has been representing the north pole. So this is the north pole and other one is the south pole. You can cross check also with the help of this compass also. I have said that this side is representing the north pole. So just take it. So what will happen? South pole is coming. It means our assumption is completely correct. Okay. So now, just now what topics we have discussed? We have discussed about what is magnet, what is magnetism, what is magnetic and what is non-magnetic substances. Okay. The next is laws of magnetism. So there are some different laws of magnetism. So I think two laws we have already discussed. The first law is all the like poles are having the force of repulsion, means north-north or south-south. If they are coming closer, what will happen? They both are having the force of repulsion. And the second law is all the unlike poles are having the force of attraction. Like north-south and south-north, if they are coming closer, what will happen? They both are having the force of attraction. Okay. Second law is if you are having any magnet like this substance, if you are having any magnet, so this magnet is having property to attract ferromagnnetic substances. If it is coming in this region, and I think so you all are aware about the magnetic field. What is magnetic field? Every magnet is having certain reason. If I am having suppose a magnet and a kind of magnetic substance, if I will take near it, it will attract? The answer is no. If I will again take near it or take at this position, it will attract? No. But if I will take at this position, so what will happen? Soon it will easily attract by this substance, or this magnet will be easily attracting this material. Why it is happening? Because every magnet is having a certain reason, or every magnet is having a certain field in which it attracts the ferromagnnetic substances, and this reason or this field is known as magnetic field. Okay. So the second law is, the first law is very simple. All the like poles are having the force of attraction, unlike poles are having the force of repulsion. Second law is very simple. Magnet attract only magnetic substances or their alloys. Magnet will attract only a magnet or any kind of other magnetic material like iron, nickel, cobalt or their alloys. Next property. The third law is a freely suspended bar magnet will always comes to rest in the north and south direction. Just now I have already explained you that if I am suspending a bar magnet freely, so what will happen? It will come to rest in the north and south direction. The north side is representing the north pole and the south side is representing the south pole. Okay. The fourth law is if I am going to break any bar magnet, or if I am going to break the magnet in several pieces, so what will happen? Like, just see with the help of diagram. Suppose I am having a bar magnet and I am just going to break it. So what will happen? You are thinking that north side will be coming here, south side will be coming here. It is like this. Tell me, it is like this? No. Again, both the portion will acting as an individual magnet. If I have said individual magnet, means always individual magnet are having the two poles. Means this is having the north and south, and this is also having the north and south. Okay. So the fourth law of magnetism is we are not able to isolate or separate any individual pole. If we are going to break the magnet, it is having the two poles will never separate. Both the portion will act as an individual magnet. Okay, that's all for this today's class. Take care and just try to revise your all the previous things, because only few days before examination, try to revise and recall all the previous portion, all the numerical of the sound. You can do the proper sufficient amount of practice. And goodbye and take care everyone.